What did I just? I said a hero just now. Which one was it again?
Sven.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Sven.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure on that one this game.
They banned the PL, so that it won't be Sven.
They're not going Sven. What are they going? Lifestealer still there?
Lifestealer is okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not really something you can tether, but it's a hero you can leave alone versus a Batten, and he does just fine. And then they can play their aggro. So if they do want to do that option, they can. Definitely not the Sven anymore. If they ban PL, that wouldn't make sense to me.
They're not PA players, are they?
No.
Nah.
I think Lifestealer looks okay. I really can't think of any other options. What are the other carry heroes?
CK.
My head's not even working.
Troll. We forget about Troll.
Troll Warlord.
We forget about Troll.
Troll Beastmaster?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't have... They're just looking to group up and push, it looks like. They don't want to go for that split push game like last time.
No, they want to play a little quicker this time, yeah.
Yeah. Troll...
10 seconds remaining.
And so the final pick for Immortals. Some sort of way to deal with this push that is going to be coming down on them from the Troll Beastmaster IO. It's a very fast-paced Dota VGJ is going to be playing. They want to slow it down. They want to take it late. They'll pick themselves the Medusa. Do you like that? Or do you think it's going to get run over a little bit?
I think it's going to get run over, actually. I think they're
There's definitely the risk of that.
I'm concerned about the slow paceness during these games. And it's MP playing Queen of Pain, and it will be a Medusa. So safe lane Quap. I guess they're trying to avoid the pressure that this Beastmaster IO causes, and just throw that hero there. But Tomato Viper though. I'm going for the Tomato Viper. I'm in on VGJ Storm again this time. Even though Immortals looked so good. I think the Deuce, if they take it late game, they will be in a good spot, but I think this IO Beastmaster puts a lot of pressure. Go for it, Owen.
Yeah, I'll go different here. I think Immortals...
Oh, man.
They look really tight today, and I think...
See what happens. We do have the game going underway in a moment. This will be your time to catch up to me, Owen.
Prepare for
You're only 12 behind, but
oh no,
you'll catch up. Dude, be careful.
I should have touched it. We're going into the game. Oh dear, I broke it.
Yeah, you broke it.
Put that back here.
There you go, man. Good job.
All
right. So, how are these lanes gonna work? How are they gonna deal with the IO Beastmaster is the big question. Do they just put the Quap verse it and just sack her? I think that is the best plan. But then I think a Batten is gonna need help in a Batten is gonna need help in top versus Troll and Witch Doctor. That is definitely a kill lane.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 now at VGJ Storm versus Immortals. I'm OD Pixel, I'm here with Fogs, here at the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. This is the NA Regional Qualifiers Grand Final. Let's see if Immortals can take it in a 2-game clean sweep, or if VGJ Storm can put a bit of a stop to it. The lanes, what are we going to see at the moment? Well, we've got Immortals hovering around. They still want to sort of check out the side lanes. We will have a quick pause from Mr. Tomato.
Does look like it's going to be...
He's out of here. He's had enough. He's done. GG, wrap it up, boys. Immortals are going to land. Now, he'll be back in a minute. Well, he said a second, actually. I'll hold him to that. Tomato, you better not lie. We know you. We've got people watching, Tomato, that you care about.
He'll be back soon.
Elena Live is in the chat. She's watching.
We're all watching.
We're watching.
Don't we all matter? I think we all matter.
I don't know. Does anyone matter in Twitch chat? Of course you do, guys. Put a smiley face, otherwise you'll get banned. Thank you very much. Let's actually have a look right now. Who am I going to ban today?
Who are you going to ban? That's the late.
Going on here. Tomato, Viper, Tomato. Medusa is your wife. Wow. Congratulations, sir. Troll and Viper, Monkaress. ODS. I'm not tired. I was just having a bit of a rest. You guys, I'm not tired.
He's not tired.
You guys.
He's really not. You have not seen Owen tired.
Hey, what does this say? You can translate. Does that mean something rude?
Which one?
That one.
Which one is that? We're Peruvian.
Oh, so it's a nice message.
We will, I don't know what that cha means. Cha va pasar.
It might,
we will, I mean, pasar is...
Don't say
no, it's not rude. It's not rude. It's not rude. It's just like we will succeed or we will continue or something. I don't know exactly what it translates to.
So what got? We have been we've not been casting for 9 hours. It's only been about, I don't know how long we've been here actually. It's been quite a while.
It's around hour 8.
Having fun. I'm fine. I'm fine. You guys fine?
It's not that long actually. 8 hours isn't so bad. It's not that bad.
What we got?
We're all right.
Viper Tomato
We'll
GG. 3 a.m. It's actually, it's 2:45 at the moment in the morning here in Sweden, which is, it's my prime time, babe.
It's buzzing. Just burp.
No, I think it's the cable. I think I just stood on the cable. Sorry, stood on the cable. Stood on the cable.
Oh, right. Oh damn it!
What's going on with this pause? He said a second. Tomato, what are you doing?
Dude, when I touch my cable, it stops buzzing, but as soon as I let go, it's like bzzz.
Yeah, don't touch the cable.
No, I'm saying it helps.
Don't touch the cable.
Okay. You know what?
We've got lots of orcs in the chat.
No, dude, you gotta ban them.
Me orc, me spam, no mod, no ban. All right, I'll try. And the challenge is on. Challenge accepted, sir. I'm not a mod actually, so I can't.
He's not. None of us are mods.
So what do we got here?
I don't know, but Tomato, he has reconnected.
Baby Rage Tomato.
He's reconnected.
Tomato.
He reconnected. Helena gives you a wave.
She gives a wave. Hello, Helena.
Hello.
We'll see how your boy Tomato does.
They're ready. We're unpausing.
They're ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. This is going to be good fun. We're into this one. As I was saying, this is game 2 of VGJ Storm versus Immortals here in the grand finals of the North American Regional Qualifier. Only one of these teams makes it through to LAN. The other team, we're tossing the trash. I don't want to hear it from them. They're not good enough for our LAN. I don't care. I'm only going to care about one of these teams. They're fighting not for the spot, but for a place in my mind. And in my heart.
There you go.
And for Twitch chat's heart as well, really.
So, Fabi, it will be those dual lanes. Tusk wants to start top because the Baron doesn't want to get completely sacked. He is going to block the lane with shards to get in a better position. So it is Queen of Pain safe lane. So they're trying to avoid the pressure of that Beastmaster IO with this and just putting the Deuce mid.
And this is smart. This is already this sort of lane swap is going to have to force VGJ Storm to think about how they want to play it. Do they want to sort of stick with this or are they going to react to it?
I think they should just stick with these lanes. I think this is okay.
Okay. We'll see how much...
Can put a lot of pressure onto the Queen of Pain. And the top lane should be just fine as well.
And as you said, interesting to see what Velo is going to be able to do on the Abaddon this game. See if he's able to play in a way that fits the pace of the rest of his team.
They bring the tri-lane down.
They've managed to sort of split MSS to the side here. Dagger upon him. And tether himself back across to Snaking, but they're really trying to do their best to deal with the pressure that this Beastmaster IO lane is going to try and apply.
Yeah, the Baron, with that initial lane block, he's got the lane in a better spot, so he will get a decent amount of experience. Snay will just get healed up quickly after that pressure. Once level 2s come out, they actually have better kill threat on the side of Immortals. Level 1, though, not really the greatest.
Mid lane, Tomato. How's the CS looking? 5 for 1 at the moment against Rios. 6 for 1.
Dead even.
Lane's over.
Dead even.
It is, at the moment. We'll see if any sort of rotations come through from either of the sides. At the moment, it really is full focus down bottom. Febby coming in onto Snake King. They are going to try and make a bit of a go, but again, with MSS there, Snake King, he can man up, turns towards Febby. He's trying to move in, but he is falling low. MSS can't save that.
And they've got MSS.
That's going to be first blood. That's going to be second blood. 2 kills for Immortals on the safe lane, as the Beastmaster IO combination overestimates itself.
Yeah, they left, they actually didn't hit MSS at all, so he was full HP, so he actually couldn't really heal Beastmaster during that. Febby looking to get the runes.
He's not going to get it. Snake King will grab it. Now they go for a bit of a rundown onto Febby. Does have the snowball, does have the stick charges as well, so should be fine. Throws down the shards behind him,
flash,
and is able to walk away.
And now they're moving the Witch Doctor, so it will be Troll versus Abaddon in a 1v1, and Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane.
Snake King, straight away, looking to run down Doobie, put a cancel to the Clarity. An MP as well. He's going to be able to duke out the axis, keeps himself back CS-wise at the moment. 8 for 6 on MP, safe lane Queen of Pain. 7 for 1 on Snake King's Beastmaster.
Let the battle begin. Try versus try. Once Febby comes back down, they'll look to get aggressive too. They do have their level 2s on the side of Immortals. And in theory, it's pretty damn hard for them to kill this Queen of Pain. They can kill the supports, but as long as Quap doesn't blink in aggressively, she will always be able to just jump away.
She just want to try and stay stuck in as much as she can though, because, you know, MP can't afford to get too far behind in farm if he wants to have some sort of similar impact as we saw from Rio's Quap last game. He wants to keep with the pace of it, make sure that he's always at a point where he can commit onto the IO, burst MSS before MSS can get any sort of save plays out in sort of the mid game.
Febi's actually gone to the top lane to try to pressure. Might be able to catch Yawar off guard. He's pretty healthy at the moment though.
Might not expect this move.
Yeah, I think he might have walked through vision though. I think he walked through that ward that's on the side there. So I think that they...
Oh, did you not come in from the high ground?
Nah.
Okay, yeah. So Yawar will be fine. Bottom lane.
They find Dubu.
SVG and MSS playing aggressive as they can with the IO pairing. Get themselves a kill here. Axe is thrown down onto MP. The ball's coming through as well. They're skipping the creeps here. VGJ Storm stepping up the pressure on this safe lane, starting to break it up and make it hard for Immortals to deal with.
Febi's trying to make sure that Velo can get stuff top. But that move is starting to actually give him some more farming. He does
Got the shards.
Trap him with the shards.
Yawar should be able to walk this one out though.
Yep.
Walks himself round. Has the opening for the tree line that he's already cut down.
Mid lane Tomato starting to pull ahead.
Only slightly. It's still very close. 21-7, 19 for 4 between the two. SVG looking for some sort of a wraparound, but Rio, he has eyes on him. SVG comes too close. They do have that ward down there as well, Immortals, to protect Rio's mid lane. Bottom lane, another bit of an attempt onto snaking. This time snaking and MSS. They're going to go and try to turn it around again. Febi picking up Dubu, dragging him in with the snowball straight on top of MSS. They'll turn towards snaking. Snaking trying to find Dubu on the disruptor. They will get Dubu, but it costs snaking his life. 1-for-1 at the moment. SVG gets the Maledict down onto Febi. Febi will tick down. VGJ Storm able to come out on top of that trade as the IO pairing still very hard for Immortals to deal with. Keeping, you know, one another alive long enough to do the damage back.
And they just constantly keep refilling the bottle. Every time somebody does die, they fill up the IO's bottle again, and they can just keep running it and putting that pressure on. MP starting to fall a bit behind in the last hits. He does have 1-0-2 though.
Maybe they can get the wraparound. Does still have the blink up, so should be able to jump away. Maledict and Casker on him. He's sort of playing around, saving that blink as long as he can. He has got the full 15-1 charges, so MP should be fine.
Febi top. They're looking to go on Yawar.
Snowball in, closing the gap. They're trying to block him off it, going for the slow but short beat down here. Yawar tries for the TP out. Is he going to make it in time? He is. Not quite enough right click between the two of them. Yawar escapes.
And he goes to the shrine. He's going to shrine up.
Straight away, full efficiency from Yawar. Not wasting time going back to base.
Yep.
As he's regened up back to pretty much full, head straight to the lane again.
Tomato is crushing the lane now too. In the mid, 28 and 15 to the 22 and 7 of the Dusa. He just eats the snake. He doesn't even care. Look at him just
Tomato.
He's going for the dive.
He is. Rio has to go for the TP back to base, as he is taking far too much harassment from that Viper as soon as the 6 is there from Tomato. And
he's getting double cast bounce. He's got the 17-1 charges, though he'll be fine. They have to glimpse away snaking.
MSS still looking to chase. Get the balls in onto Dubu. MP now thinking about turning. Turns towards MSS. MP still very low himself though. Blink back up in a couple of seconds. Snaking's going to go for the chase down. Looks towards Dubu. Dubu trying to hold them back with the kinetic field, but it won't hold back the Axeman. Snaking chops down the disruptor. Top lane, Yawar getting dove in upon again. Velo has the aphotic shield. Febi's there as well, ready to snowball straight in on top of the troll. He's got the whirling axes. Mass TP's coming in to help Yawar. They turn towards Velo, yet to hit level 6. So Velo in trouble. Will tick down. The poison from Tomato doing the job.
We've got more kills in the first 6 minutes than the whole last game.
They're stepping it up, and it's favoring VGJ Storm so far. They've got that 1k to 2k lead that they're sort of hovering about.
Yep.
The lanes.
They fill up the IO's bottle too, and they're just gonna keep putting this pressure on. I mean, the axes plus the spirits, just not really allowing the Queen of Pain to farm nicely. He's still sitting at 16 last hits on Quap.
He keeps trying to, you know, it sees the temptation to go on to snaking, but it's very hard with MSS. They're constantly backing up the Beastmaster. Any sort of harassment from the dagger, it's just nullified by the regeneration of this IO. Top lane, Velo.
He looks pretty dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he avoids the shield damage in the fog. Still gonna get right click down though. There's phase boots.
The Dukes. Can he do it?
There's TP coming in.
Surely not. Stick charge pot. MSS, is it enough to save him? It is. SVG will be fine. MSS, the savior that SVG required.
Yep. They do lose their top tower early though, from the rotations from Febi.
But at the same time, that tower was also, they did get the deny in that tower top.
They did.
They did get the deny earlier. Miyawar was able to find it when it was getting pushed down.
The Tomato Viper though, look at him go. Top net worth. We said we have to watch out for this man's Viper.
We did. I don't know what he did in that second where he paused and went off, but whatever it's done, it's fueled him up. Probably went and drank a monster. Because he's doing it so far. Bottom lane, you are, and Snaking ready to push.
He's getting pressured a bit too much on the troll top.
Oh,
They should be able to claim this tower here, especially with this DD.
they're looking towards MP. Now quite 6 on Snaking, that would be the big one if they can go for the Roar. But they'll turn towards the objective mid lane. Tomato just diving in with a Viper Strike. He's looking for this Medusa. TPs are coming in. Rio trying to go for the Jukes in the tree lines will keep himself alive. Tomato now has to get out of there. The Snowball will be coming in soon if Febby can find the vision. But Tomato a little too speedy, just out of range. They are going to hunt for it. MP, is he going to be able to find it? Tomato going for the TP out. Will he make it? He won't. They get the Snowball just in time. Below him down with the Sonic Wave just to make sure that MP himself isn't in trouble. They get a big kill there, bringing off Tomato. Up top, another attempt from Velo going in onto SVG, but MSS, he's there in time. Tethering up SVG. Now they can look to turn. Snaking throws axes at absolutely nothing. The cast will connect onto Velo. He doesn't have borrowed time, still on cooldown for 20 seconds. So VGJ Storm will be able to find the Abaddon.
Snaking on the Beastmaster. Getting close to that Book. Book is going to be really nice versus Dusa to just burn that mana constantly if they can close the gap on her. And yeah, the Viper and Beastmaster are top of that net worth by a decent amount. 4 to 6.
Doobie trying to get his levels down, bottom level 4. At the moment on the Disruptor, the support level is all important in this game for both sides. You've got level 5 on MSS. Once they get that 6 on, they can definitely look for some relocate plays between himself and Snaking. Having that Roar at the ready, lots of things to set up for. In fact, he may even find a target here. He's going to look towards MP, holds back the Roar though. Doesn't feel like blowing it on the Quap. Feels that they wouldn't have had the damage to take down MP during the time of the Roar. But
you usually
might have been able to.
You usually want to axe first so you get the bonus damage on your Roar, just so you can get that bonus, yeah, that chance of getting the kill. And it does seem like Immortals, they are waiting for that 6 on Disruptor. They're going to try to slow down mid, but
look at this mid.
This is a big dive.
Snaking, just diving straight past the tower with the backup of MSS, and Tomato standing by his side, making it very apparent that this mid lane tier 1 sort of has to be let go by Immortals. Very hard for their heroes to really get in and put a stop to this early pressure onto the outer tier 1s. Snaking, Tomato beating it down. Febby, he's thinking about it up on the high ground, but he needs much more if he wishes to go in on this. Down bottom, Dubu being chased down by Yawar. Quick glimpse will separate the troll from himself. They are going to try and go in. They'll at least go forward, cancel the TP on Tomato. Febby as well with the quick shards perfectly placed, meaning the VGJ Storm can't chase him down, but they do still get the tier 1. Indeed, MP and Velo pushing in with the passive, hitting down the tower pretty quickly. Febby still being eyed up in mid. There's a bit of a wraparound coming in from SVG, but Dubu will spot it. They pop out the paralyzing cast, Snaking, falling kind of low. They go for the death ward, but the static storm from Dubu straight away is there to cancel that of the Witch Doctors. They have the shards blocking up Snaking, but MSS is there. It's not enough heals. The Aphotic Shield explodes, blows up the Beastmaster. They find the kill there, and MP will clean up SVG on the side of it all. They'll get the glimpse back onto Tomato. He's trapped in the kinetic field. Immortals looking for this Viper with the Sonic Wave. They'll get it. The shards as well. They clean up 4. Immortals
striking back.
Absolutely. They let the tower fall, but they make VGJ Storm pay for it absolutely massively.
Yeah, having their Disruptor ulti up to stop that Death Ward, and VG just pushing a little bit too far into this lineup here, with the heals coming out from Velo from the shields, constantly keeping his teammates alive. And Disruptor got 6 during that. They didn't have Yawar getting involved either. They were just having him farm bottom. Courier gets killed. Febby punches that down.
Yawar, he's looking for Febby. Quick snowball, Yawar, can he get the bash? He's trying. Where's the bash? No bash. Shards are out. Febby trying to retreat, but a quick cut through the tree line. Yawar's there with the chase down. There's the bash. And Yawar will claim the life of Febby.
MSS gets himself an earn charge with that relocate. Dusa has now caught back up. Mask of Madness plus level 10. He can look to start farming Ancients. They do have a stack for that one as well, but now
as the Roar.
The Roar.
Snaking. Spots out Dubu. Dubu trying to go for the glimpse play. Can he actually get himself out of this one? He might just do so. The kinetic field down. Dubu on the run. They're looking to try and chase. MSS comes in to back up Snaking. They'll actually find a bigger target. MP takes an SVG Death Ward to the face. Oh, they don't care about Dubu now. If they're getting a kill like that, they'll still try and chase it. But MP, he just walked into that one. Did not expect that.
He's trying to save your buddy syndrome, man. So really important is that the VGJ Storm is taking those early towers, so they have gotten wards down already near the Ancients, so they can look to contest Rio at those Ancients, and they are looking like they want to. They have to keep the pace of this game going fast. They don't want this Deucer to be able to farm up.
They're running straight in. See if they can get the lead in onto the Axes are out onto Febby.
They steal 3 of those Ancients there, I think. Or did actually the Deucer Snake? It looked like the same color to me. I can't even tell anymore. The Eclipse comes out, Yawar and Dubu, the cast bouncing.
Dubu gets the Static Storm off to try and hold them back. They're still looking to try and walk through it. The snowball across, they're grouped up as 4. Good shards again from Febby, making it very hard for VGJ Storm to chase down some.
Febby's on fire.
These shards perfectly blocking off heroes when he needs to.
They take a good amount of those Ancients.
And again,
Yawar,
look, he's trapped Yawar in. Velo goes straight for Yawar on the high ground. They're moving in. Have they got the damage to bring him down though? There's MSS from the low ground, tethering up Yawar, keeping him alive. Febby will snowball down towards MSS. Sonic Wave comes out from MP. Onto 2, he gets the dagger onto Snaking, but Yawar with the first hit bash onto MP, holding him in place. MSS keeping Yawar alive. No one's falling on VGJ Storm. They get the bashes as well. Double kill for Yawar as he finds Velo also.
The sustain, the earn charges. I can't believe they actually all just lived there. MSS positioned on the low ground there, constantly tethering his buddies, getting that heal going.
They got incredibly low.
They did.
They really did, and it was a surprising that MSS was actually able to save multiple heroes. From Yawar to Snaking, he was keeping them alive, keeping them going.
These deep wards being placed because they got those early towers, being able to contest the Deuce's Ancients. There's now the left Ancient stack. Dubu's going to want to stack that one up again. And Storm doesn't actually have vision on that side.
Has he got it?
He has it.
He's got it. Wow. Look at that.
Radiant are scanning.
So like we were saying, they do need to keep the pace up with their heroes versus this Deuce, so they don't want to give her any time to just sit back and farm. So they've got the Dominator, I believe, finished up. Dominator on Tomato, Book 1 on Snaking.
Bottom lane, they're hunting for Febby. Febby reveals himself with the shards. Will go for the snowball across, tries for the TP. Is the bash there? It is. Death Ward also dropped down in honor of the fallen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane Snaking. It's got that book. So the push, when it's ready, it's going to be pretty heavy from VGJ Storm.
Yeah, and not even just the push in the middle of the team fights too.
Sure.
Being able to burn down that Deuce's mana, or even the Abaddons in some of those instances.
No, absolutely. If you get that book on top
strong.
of the Deucer, it's
and if she is just
pretty painful.
If she is just attacking in the fights too, if she does kill that book, that last will could do quite a chunk of damage to her. But now she's gotten some space. She'd be able to farm that triple ancient stack that they had.
Battle of Discord picked up as well for the Queen of Pain. A lot of magical at this stage coming out from Immortals, so thinking themselves involved in the fight as such. It's going to be pretty potent. Has the Arcane Rune bottled up and also queuing up a 4-star for herself this game.
Just needs any type of survivability. He knows he's not the true carry in this game. It's really all up to the Dedusa. They just have to be able to tank up and survive around her.
And comes the movement from Storm. Sweeping over to their half of the map. They're leading the way with SVG and Snaking. They don't have the Death Ward, but they do have the Roar. Snaking looking for the target. Rio on the low ground. Rio forces away. Snaking now looking to the rest. Can he find anything? It's hard though, because MP, Febby, and Dubu are all there, ready to play. They glimpse back Snaking into the Static Storm. The snowball comes out. Sonic Wave flies through, but Snaking, he's still alive. Yawar, he's ready to fight. Moves toward Febby. Rio trying to get in the midst of it all with the Stone Gate. Snaking still surviving. Finally goes down there. It's a 1-for-1 at the moment. There'll be a buyback on the Tusk as Immortals. They want to throw everything into this one. Velo still alive with MP. They'll get SVG. Double kill at the moment for MP, able to blink out as well. Febby looking for a target. They've got the vision as they glimpse Yawar back, but Yawar, he's found the double kill. He finishes off Fellow. MP trying to deal with his necro books, but he doesn't want to take the last world damage, so he will blink away. They did have to expend a buyback here for this Immortals, as they are desperately just trying to slow the pace of this game down and make sure time will be there for the Deucer to carry.
So much sustain in the fights coming out from this IO, just over and over again. Gets his bottle filled up now mid, and they're just making their way into the Roche pit. They know that Disruptor ulti was used, they know Quap ulti was used. They're not as ulti reliant. They don't need that Roar. And it is a Battle Fury finished up for Yawar too at a pretty decent time.
Yeah, we'll keep him on the same level as Farm as this Medusa, no problem at all. Can they go for some sort of big steal? Roshan is falling low. Can they get involved in the pit? That's the question. They can't. There's nothing they can do about that, Immortals. VGJ Storm take the kill, grab the Aegis on your War. 2k lead for VGJ Storm at the moment. 14-10, early days, just 18.5 minutes into this game.
Yep, they've got to address their side lanes. I think also, so in the fights, I think Dubu, he kind of has to, especially if they know that it's not all of Storm in position there, I think he has to save the static Storm for the relocate. Because if he can actually plop it down where they are going to land, then they are pretty much catching 2 heroes in that every single time. That one, that last big engagement, he only casted it on the Beastmaster. And he is their big ulti besides that Queen of Pain.
Yeah, it's all about Dubu's control.
Yeah, it's all about Dubu.
I mean, him and Febby, of course, as well.
Febby's been on
shards, the snowballs. That can also be used to hold VGJ Storm in place so that the Medusa and the Queen of Pain can go to work.
Yeah, I think also him having any type of urn charges or Spirit Vessel charges so he can just constantly just throw that on the IO, so the IO can't do all that healing. The sustain's been a big problem.
The Spirit Vessel is going to be game-changing.
Yeah, Spirit Vessel is going to help so much.
Needs that so badly. And now, as you said, will make the life of MSS incredibly hard in these team fights to actually get those saving plays on. So the mid lane push comes in.
They've got Aegis. They're looking to take advantage of this, trying to push bottom. Roar comes out. They don't even need the reload. Snake just killed him by himself.
Dubu's gone.
And they're actually relocating kind of right in front of the tower if Immortals wants to set up for that. They're starting to ping it.
Velo's still up top, putting pressure on the Baden, so trying to shove in at least one of the lanes against VGJ Storm.
He does bring back the Viper to make sure he's okay.
Mid lane Rio, leaning forward, drops down the Snake. But they've got to be careful on this Medusa. Top lane, Velo is going to look to try and force back some of VGJ Storm for this defense. And it will work. Snake King backs off. Fortification comes out from Immortals as they really do want to try and hold this out tier 2, or at least make it as hard as possible for VGJ Storm to take. MP. I mean, be careful, Sentry. That's the second Sentry. They've got the stun. The Death Ward will quickly blink up to the high ground. Yawar's there with the chase down. Looking for MP. Will claim it. Punch comes out from Febby. Snowball across. They're looking straight away to get rid of MSS, and they'll be able to do so. MSS is out of the fight.
They don't have Beastmaster. They just wanted to get the pick off there. So 1 for 1. They get the Quap. Sentry placement.
SVG. Oh, it's been trapped in by Febby. Febby chasing this man down. There is the Voodoo Restoration, and SVG does have backup. Febby's got to be careful. He's got the Shrine to back him up. Yawar still with the Aegis, full ones as well. Will be happy to take a fight if he can get the lockdown onto someone. Looks for the axe slow.
Immortals just is really dependent on this static Storm in these fights. They don't have Stone Gaze available either.
Yeah, Yawar looks to just resume back to farming. VGJ Storm, but the rest of them, they want this tier 2 tower.
Snake's got the book 3 now finished.
That's a lot of push, and as you said as well, great in the fights against the Medusa if he can get it down on top of Rio.
Yep.
What can Immortals do to slow this one down? The tower's starting to fall. Look at the slow from the axes onto Rio. Rio turns with the Snake, does have the extra 20% Mystic Snake Mana Steel talent that he opted for this game to help against sort of the D push that they're looking to use against VGJ Storm to stop this aggression that so far VGJ Storm's getting away with. 16-11, 3k lead, their 3 cores in exactly the places that they need to be.
Yeah, and MP still really suffering on the Queen of Pain. Just so much sustain in the midst of the fights from Storm. Immortals, they're pretty much just, alright, sit around Dusa. That's all they really have to do in this game. Snaking will actually steal. That time he did steal those 3 engines, and I'm positive of that one. And they will take the rest of them as well. This triple stack.
He's nearly got the Blink Dagger done as well, Snaking.
Look at Immortals just split pushing the side lanes. Trying their best here to get farm on this Queen of Pain and Abba.
Yeah, they really want to sell the crest on Velo as soon as they can. Anything that they can get to offer to this Medusa to buff Rio up in the fights. Make sure that she's this massive sort of towering offensive turret that can just hold the high ground without any sort of threat of Storm getting on top of her.
And they will now finally look like they're going to push down that top tier 1. They've got another tier 2 in the mid lane. Bottom, the IO is joining up with this troll. They will have to relocate. The Aegis gets reclaimed in 20 seconds, Owen.
He's got to be careful with this time in Yawar. I'm watching him down bottom.
MSS is also being careful with him.
They know the
He's
timing.
got his back.
Immortals know the timing. They want to try and go on him after it's gone. They're watching this. They've got the courier coming in. Yawar does get the first hit bash though onto MP. MP falling low. Does blink out to the side. Febby gets the Walrus punch onto MSS, but Febby is all on his own here. Dubu's going to try and come in and offer some sort of help. They got the Static Storm and the Sonic Wave. They'll burst down MSS. But the Troll's the big one. Febby goes for the TP. Is there a bash? There isn't. Febby will escape. And MP still hidden in the tree line will make it out of there as well. So they don't get the Troll, but they do get the MSS IO, and it doesn't cost them anything more than a couple of ults. They don't lose anyone themselves.
Yeah, Febby just knew. He's like, this Troll is strong bottom. There has to be an IO around here somewhere, and he was right. MP shows himself.
Oh.
At the blink. Stun comes out. Snaking's there with the roar. Unable to find him. The axe is not deep enough.
Nearly.
Almost
they had the vision with the Hawk, yeah. Just couldn't quite get the cast animation done with the Roar. So an escape for MP. Yawar stepping up.
Yeah, he's pretty massive now.
He really is. That Troll backed up by an MSSI running at anyone, it's going to take anybody down. They can't let the Troll get on top of them. Even the Medusa. If Yawar gets on top of the Medusa, gets a lucky bash, the fight's over. They still need time, Immortals, and to be fair, you know, VGJ Storm, they did get this 3k lead with the 16-11 kill score that it was a few minutes ago, but other than that, it's not really sped up anymore for VGJ Storm. They've sort of kept this lead, but they haven't managed to grow it even more. So I think Immortals will be sort of happy with how they've managed to calm down the tempo a little bit, and how they managed to limit what Yawar was able to do with the Aegis.
They really want to be able to farm these Ancients, but Storm is just keep positioning aggressively. So it is stacked up again. But look, Storm, they're never really trying to play on their side of the map, just constantly trying to force the lanes in, take fights right outside Immortals base. And look, the Ancients get spotted. Storm, they go right for it. They're gonna clear that one out really quick.
Tomato closer and closer towards his BKB. Yawar as well taking the other half of it all as he's halfway towards his BKB.
Man, when they get those BKBs, there's actually, like, Dubu completely falls off. And now, speaking of Dubu, it's him versus Snaking. He gets the Storm up, though, and he will actually survive.
Goes for the Static Storm TP out. No Roar, no way to stop it. The silence.
Yeah, I think once these BKBs come out, though, that's going to be the big go time for VGJ Storm. The Disruptor ulti isn't a factor anymore. The Queen of Pain as well will be gone. It's really just going to be that Dusa that's who's going to be doing everything in the fights.
SVG and Tomato standing by one another on the middle lane. You've got Snaking as well on the side, bringing the army across. He'll TP down bottom to join Yawar.
They saw the Dusa for a second, so they were trying to get a pick.
Can they get the bash? No.
They can't.
Rio's out of there. Febby as well. He'll not be quite as fortunate. The Roar will be there to lock him down, as Snaking will catch out Febby. They'll get the kill.
It was an instant. As soon as the Dusa showed in that bottom lane too far, they all just start porting in to set up for the kill.
There's a double damage down bottom as well for the taking VGJ Storm. They'll want to get that in Yawar ideally, or at least grab it in the bottle. They can get a... Well, they haven't got relocate back up as of yet, but... They can get this Troll on top of someone. Yeah, they're going to give him the bottle, so Yawar's got that double damage help for the next fight.
Roche is up in 10 seconds too.
Oh, perfect for VGJ Storm.
Yeah, they don't quite have that BKB done yet on Yawar, but still in ideal timing. And they're looking for Snaking here. They will be able to find him at least with this, but they're now all getting ran at here. Immortals. Static Storm by Dubu.
Trying for the TP out. Not going to make it. Cask is there. DD damage on the Troll as well.
They're gonna see the Roche now too. I think they can just make their way directly into it here. They do see it.
And Immortals, very few ways they can hope to stop this. They've just got to let this one go. This is going to be Roche for free for VGJ Storm. Cheese as well.
Yep.
VGJ Storm doing an excellent job at just building up everything that they need to be able to close the game. And the farm on the Medusa, it's not quite where it needs to be. Sure, it's still great, but it's behind the Troll. And at this pace of a game, if you're behind Yawar's farm, you're in trouble. Because
not level 20 just yet.
No, that's the big talent as well that he's looking to reach upon.
Yep.
For the Dusa. Level 18, just about hit 19. Has nearly got the Skadi gold. Yeah, and there's that skill hit for the Eye. The Tether bonus is now online.
So the Viper can constantly throw out the Viper Strike if he wants to use it like that. Or they can, I mean, they could use it as, I would be hyped if they used it on SVG, if we just saw some Aghanim's Death Ward.
Some crazy damage.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Got it.
Let's see what they do here. They'll get the Skadi back out to the Deucer, but that top tier 2, look at this push. It is absolutely terrifying with the
Dire's bottom tower
Beastmaster's aura and such. They're going to be pushing in for more. Can they put a stop to this one, Immortals? Rio's going to try his best with the Skadi. It certainly does sort of tempt them from sticking around. Yawar on the front lines just to get controlled by the kinetic field. They'll pop the stone gaze down. Can they bring Yawar down once they can? They'll take the Aegis out of the hands of the Troll.
So they are using it with the Viper, by the way, tethering him up, and he keeps Viper striking.
Still have that cheese on Viper.
Dire's bottom
Looks like they're trying to set up for MP here. Beastmaster porting in first, and they were looking for a relocate. Snaky, can he find the grab?
Oh, he's found him, Snake.
And that is a very dead Queen of Pain.
Very hard to split push out on the map when they have this catch, as you say, between the Beastmaster and then the IO pairings.
Immortals is looking to try to find the relocate, but it was positioned on the right side. VGJ Storm was safe, and now they're pushed out of their base here.
Rio.
He's
sort of left out. They will have the Static Storm down, but the BKB's popped by Yawar. He's moving in with the Helm of the Dominated Creep, just stun up Rio. But Rio will be allowed to get back up to the high ground.
And that's the BKB from Yawar. He's going to have to back up.
Velo, maybe seeing if he can head straight back in on this.
Gets the glimpse.
They've got the control with the kinetic field. MSS coming in, trying to buy some regen for Yawar. It's not enough. They're going to lose Yawar. They're going to lose MSS. Double kill for Rio, as they're not done here, Immortals. They want to try and chase for more. Tomato has to put the BKB, but they're chasing. They're controlling him through that magic immunity with the Walrus Punch. As Immortals, they'll pull off the defense. There will come out the cheese, but the BKB wears off. He's trying for a TP, but the snowball is there to cancel it. Tomato will slowly but surely fall, and that, as little as it is in the grand scheme of things, that is where you do Warriors, VGJ Storm. You've just lost a high ground push against the Deucer lineup. You cannot afford for that to happen.
No, she just got so much out of that. Level 20's now been hit. The butterfly is going to be coming out soon.
Big defense for Immortals. That was the make or break part for Immortals. It was at that point, maybe VGJ Storm, they are able to take a tier 3 and a Rax, but no, it doesn't happen. The push gets shut down. Bottom lane, Febby goes in with a punch onto Snake King. Snake King turns, roars. Has he got any sort of backup? He has. MP is coming down. They are looking for the Snake King kill. Febby may die for this. Slice to the side. MSS is going to come in on this. Maybe they can get MP as well. Dubu's there. MP will be fine on the side, but Snake King, that will be the big save here as MSS has come in with that relocate and will take Snake King back out, back to safety. Mid lane, Velo was getting the wave pushed in. SVG is on a bit of a chase down onto this Abaddon. MSS coming back across as well. Snake King seeing if he can close the gap. They've got a cast onto Velo, put the borrowed time straight away, making sure there's no sort of time with the stun holding him back, as he will get himself straight out of that half of the map. 31 minutes in.
They've massively
holding
back up. Yeah, 8,000 gold swing in the last few moments, and the experience is now in favor of them for like the second time in this game since like very early on.
Look at that. That's the spaghetti-o dip.
It sure is. With the butterfly on this Deucer, they don't have great ways to actually bring him down. They don't have anyone even getting close to that MKB.
No, the butterfly timing couldn't come any better for Rio. This is the Deucer playing the game at the exact pace she wants to now. Suddenly, it's starting to turn back in Immortals' favor because of the time that we're hitting. We're hitting 32 minutes. Sure, Yawar, if he can get on top of the Deucer still, he's got a chance, but it's getting harder and harder.
She's so tanky now.
Yeah. And they've got many ways of helping her out. Velo on the Abaddon's going to be buffing her up. Solar Crest, Aphotic Shields. Lots of ways that they can protect Rio. Great team fight around her.
She's in a way kind of sitting at around 7,000 health because of the way that Mana Shield works. With evasion thrown in.
And decent armor.
Yeah.
27 armor.
And they're just going to keep throwing that Solar Crest like you were mentioning on him. Yep. And they've got Vlad's. Yep.
They want to try and fight outside the base now. They know that they're strong Immortals and they want to try and utilize it. Aggressively catch VGJ Storm off guard. They've got their sights set over towards this half of the map, but no one here at the moment on VGJ Storm. The closest is Tomato on this Viper. If he reveals himself mid, maybe they can try and make a jump on him. They need to get the catch with either Febby or Dubu. These two supports, they both have control, but it's not easy, and Tomato will keep his distance, so Immortals won't find the Viper for now.
Storm needs to kind of just farm up that MKB if they want to have a chance versus this Dusa. I don't think that they can ever kill her if they don't have one. Unless she's completely alone, of course. Bottom lane, the TPs are coming. They're going to look for the IO here. They're definitely assuming that the IO is positioned behind Yawar, and they are right to assume that.
He's looking for it, and has he?
Oh, that's a long TP from MSS too. Oh my god.
Didn't quite get the vision there with that kinetic field. Looked like he might have.
They both TP'd to the
couldn't
shrine.
see it. Couldn't see it. MSSR with the Glimmer Cape TP, of course. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. No vision.
Touche.
No detection out. So MSS, oh, he's out. He's out. They'll dodge it.
It's gonna be Dusa versus these cores though. She should be able to actually take it with the way that she's been farming. But the Queen of Pain and Abaddon are still quite behind the other cores on the side of Storm.
Let's see what we've got here. Bello. He's nearly got the money for the Heaven's Halberd, which is going to be pretty major against Yawar. MKB gold's closing in as well for Rhea. It's about 1k away from having that done. This game certainly ramping up in difficulty for VGJ Storm as this game goes on. 34 minutes.
They've got to try to find some pickoffs before they can try to get this Medusa, but Immortals all are going to be playing together. They're just going to stick right next to Medusa. Breaching that high ground has definitely proven to be quite a problem. Still just needing that MKB on this roll if they want to have a shot for it. And it will be a Bloodthorn. It will be the decision by Tomato as his following item to deal with that evasion. They also can, he can also go for breaking the Abaddon and silencing him so that he can't actually pop his ulti because of the Nether Toxin. That could help him at least find the kills on the Abaddon.
Well, the pace certainly slowed down, I think, as VGJ Storm assess their best plan of action now. Broshan, we'll see when it comes back up in a couple of seconds, see if it is going to be a shorter respawn time, and if VGJ Storm can get in to finish it off. 1 minute and a half, so not too long till Roche is up. VGJ Storm will certainly want to try for that before they go for any sort of push once again. As then they can still certainly have a chance with Aegis and with Cheese.
Yeah, Aegis, Cheese, and MKB, they can look to have a chance, but it does seem like they really do need that Aegis Cheese to even have a shot versus this
Shards.
Dusa. They get a catch on SVG.
They drag SVG back. SVG throws out the cast, keeping himself alive for now. They have to roll, but the Static Storm is down. Sonic Wave flies in, finishes off SVG. They've lost Disruption return. MP blinks himself away from Tomato and Yawar. They have the Abaddon being focused. Velo just gets ripped apart here by the two of them. You'll set up. They're looking for more. Febby trying to get himself out of here, but he's been slowed down by the purge from the Necro books. Febby will fall 3 for 1, favoring VGJ Storm. MP thinking in mid, slides himself away, just sort of trying to shove this mid lane in.
That was SVG's gem, actually.
And that's the MKB completed for both carries, Yawar and Rio. MKB is complete. MP taking the AoE Shadow Strike this game.
I've been seeing more people kind of take that talent. Especially when you're behind. When you're ahead, getting that lifesteal talent makes you kind of immortal, but when you're behind, and especially when their job is really just defend high ground. I was a bit curious to see why they actually took the fight out there on the side of Immortals. The Roche, it has now spawned the Refresher Shard. They could look to go for that one here. And okay, they did actually claim the gem from Febby. I was wondering where that one went. Snaking has one. And they make the way in the pit. Snaking could get the double roar here. Immortals, they look like they want to try to contest this, but with no Abaddon.
Can they get him? Rio is just outside of it all, but the Centaur is sort of holding him back, distracting him, and the space is there for Yawar to finish it off. Grab the Aegis. Refresher Shard, who's going to be taking that one?
More than likely Snaking. They give it a Tomato for now, but yeah, he doesn't really benefit from that at all.
Yawar has to get out of it. Rio still trying to chase it, shoves himself up onto the high ground, looking for Tomato. Tomato pops the BKB. Stone Gaze is out at the moment for Rio. VGJ Stone keeping themselves hidden in the tree line, but the BKB from Tomato is going to wear out soon. You are trying to commit straight away. Static Storm's down, but you are pots the BKB. Looks towards Febby, chomps down the Tusk. Now turns towards MP. MP quick with the blink out. Rio is being surrounded. He's being used up in the air. The Sonic Wave flies through onto 4. Can Rio do enough damage to actually turn this fight? It's sort of working out here for Rio. He is slowly but surely killing them. The Juicer able to take out this Aegis. MSS will fall as well. SVG getting focused by MP. That's going to be a double kill for the Quap. You are now looking to chase down Rio, but again the buffs there from the Solar Crest from Velo.
The disarm.
They're holding back this troll. You are. Can he finish off the Medusa? He can. Gets back in, takes the kill. Buyback immediately from the Medusa. Dubu trying for the TP out, will make it back to base.
This disarm from the Abaddon put in so much work in that fight. Twice there. Able to prolong the Deuce's life, but they are eventually able to bring her down.
Buybacks from both sides though. 2 expended on the side of VGJ Storm. Both MSS and Snake King getting back into that one. And obviously on the side of Immortals, the buyback from the Medusa.
And that was Cheese and Aegis, right? They still have the Refresher Shard on Snake King. So they do have double Roar. And he's going for a Hex as well next. So they will have several different disables that the Beastmaster can actually throw out.
We definitely did see the sort of the scary potential of the Medusa.
Yeah, I mean, the Halberd was the biggest thing there, because he couldn't actually... The Troll had finally found to get on top of that Dusa, but Halberd did once or twice back-to-back. Gets brought down. They are still pulling that net worth, and if they can find this Dusa one more time, they just win the game. They have to be really careful how they fight outside of the base on the side of Immortals. Storm, they're looking for smoke. They're looking to try to pick off this Dusa.
Let's see what they can do. Immortals avoiding the smoke. Group towards mid. Will not be caught out by the sweep of the map by VGJ Storm.
I think if the Dusa does get caught outside the base, she's very susceptible to dying. If she's in the base with that high ground advantage, it makes it a lot easier for them. But Storm, they have definitely shown that they do have tools to bring down Rio.
Rio's come quite far out. Just have the team behind him. Febby unsuccessful with the grab onto SVG as he attempts with the shards.
They don't want this game, at least from the talents that I see chosen from Storm, they don't want this game to go late. They take the +2 cast bounces over GPM on the Witch Stacker. They take the attack tethered allies target on the IO as well over the GPM. They're just taking all these battle talents.
And you what?
They've got Hex now on Snake, so double Hex, double Roar, double Yules. Double Axes, double everything, double Phase Boots. He can actually do an incredible amount of control in the fights. And there is the Orchid as well in Tomato. So if they can actually, they could really prevent Velo. If they just roar, they throw the break and the silence on him, he's stuck as this Abaddon. He can just get bursted down in most of these fights. So he really has to watch his positioning, because he's quite crucial for their team. That Halberd, as we saw in the last fight, very important.
Here we go with the smoke. Immortals not content with sitting back and waiting for Storm to come to them. They want to try and bait something out with Rio, pushing this bottom lane out. And we'll see if VGJ Storm bite.
Got it.
They'll go rune to rune here, Immortals.
They have to just, I mean, it's all around the 4 protect 1. Play around that Dusa.
Very close to having Satanic complete as well, Rio. In fact, he's got the money for it. Sells his Aquila to make sure that he can get that Satanic out. And he'll buy it. Of course, not worrying about buyback God at the moment, as his buyback still on cooldown after the back of the last team fight. With the Satan, this juice is absolutely massive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Storm, everyone's just kind of running in as a unit. Everyone's just, it's all that this game is about. They don't have buybacks available on a lot of the heroes, so they are just trying to stick together. MSS has now queued up a Maelstrom on the IO, since he did take that attack tethered allies target.
Yep.
If he actually can get with the troll, he can dish out so much damage.
No, it gets crazy. And you can see it already.
Yeah, and the Viper also now has level 25, so that Nether Toxin does apply the silence already. So Nether Toxin on top of the Abaddon, he's in a heap of trouble if he doesn't get out of it. Immortals.
Oh, they're coming over. Onto VGJ, storms half of the map. Snake King's there on the front lines. Febby's going to have eyes on him. Immediate blink out, though, from Snake King. Trying to get himself away. They've got the vision for the glimpse back. Snake King dragged straight back into this one. But indeed, on the back line, Jawar getting the bashes out. The Deucer in trouble. Rio, he needs saving, and he needs it now. We'll get the Stone Gaze off. Forced up to the high ground. The Stone Gaze will connect, holding them back momentarily. But he's been hexed up, roared down. Rio will fall. He's gone for 2 minutes.
He just got isolated by the troll in the IO.
Those sort of smokes were always going to be risky for Immortals. And that one may have even cost them the game. 110 seconds without the Medusa. And we'll see how much VGJ Storm look to abuse this.
And they've got a DD now on the troll. They could just look to just run down mid, take out the tier, take out the tower, and just go straight for the throne if they are aware about that buyback not being there.
I mean, I know that the money's not there, but what's the timing
Still
looking
2 minutes.
Like? It is. So yeah, VGJ Storm will absolutely know that buyback's
and look at the IO's attack too. Look how fast this IO attacks.
Let him go.
I think they just go tier 4s. Yeah, they do. I think that's CG.
I think it is indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, VGJ Storm.
They've cut the wave, actually, Febby.
Oh.
Cut the mid wave, so they're actually in back door right now. They're creeps outside the base.
No, ladies and gentlemen.
Febby.
You guys can calm down. This game ain't over.
60 seconds still on the Medusa. They now have backed up. They want to go for the Rax.
MSS is getting bursted. He's down.
Got him. Febby with
He's dead for 100 seconds.
Febby with the creep cut.
He's just kept the game alive.
Febby, are you kidding me? Holy crap. They will be able to. They should be able to come out of Rax
looking for Yuar post the BKB, immediately trying to commit. They've got the Static Storm down, will control some of them, but they've lost the Tusk. The bashes come through for Yuar, blinks himself away. The buyback from Febby comes out.
Okay, they're just gonna settle for the Rax.
But the game is still protected for Immortals. The glimpse back on Tomato. He has to BKB. Can't afford to be caught out at this stage. Jump forward from MP. They're looking for the chase. SVG is in trouble. The force forward on MP gets the dagger off. They'll cut down SVG. That is the gem that they will be able to grab, take into their hands. How much can they get done with these two off the map? It is just the two supports, but no buyback on MSS. SVG down for a full minute. And they now have Rio back in action
and
on the
Medusa. And a Roche respawn too.
It's there.
Febby, I mean honestly, I think Febby just saved the game. Absolutely there. And now they're gonna have an Aegis on the Medusa, and she will have buyback as well soon. Febby, boss.
Immortals getting all the tools they need now. Refresher shard on the Quap. Let's see how hard they want to come down the mid lane, Rio. He's got the cheese, he's got the Aegis. Essentially 3 lives.
Yeah, he also has the buyback and 100 gold, 300 gold.
This is a very scary Deucer, and Immortals are ready to force Rio onto the high ground here and pressure VGJ Storm. What can Storm do to stop this? They'll pop the Lincolns, but look at these towers starting to fall. The mid-racks exposed. How can they deal with this Medusa? They've got to try and get some sort of movement on her. Now the Toxin causing a few issues. Now forced in aggressively, Rio. Focusing the racks. And Immortals, they'll be able to take the mid-melee.
Dire's middle barracks.
A little low mana, Rio, and now the jump comes in. You are teasing with Rio for now.
It's different when this Medusa actually has the backup of her teammates. When she died bottom near that secret shop, she was completely isolated. Not this time.
Ward down from SVG as he looks for the high ground, but straight away gets dewarded by Febby. Jump forward, Jawar looking for the Febby kill straight away onto the Tusk. Febby will fall. They'll get the Stone Gaze out here. Rio does get the Stone Gaze actually connection onto the Troll on the sidelines. There's going to be Snaking. He's trying to find the raw target, but MP is beating down to him. Snaking will lose his life. He's down. Rio moving in onto SVG and Tomato. SVG will fall double kill. There'll be a buyback for Snaking. They're coming in. They should be able to bring down this Medusa once they do. They pop the Aegis. They also find Velo. What can the Medusa do on his own? They'll jump in, but the instant Hex comes out of the Medusa. There's the first Sonic Wave. Jump forward with MP. The Fear as well is forcing them back. The huge play from MP there may have just done it. Setting up for Rio to get the damage out. They cut down Snaking. There'll be a buyback from the Witch Doctor. Tomato. He's being chased. MP jumps forward. Rio finds the triple kill. The play from MP there, with the fear from the Scream, knocking back VGJ Storm and allowing time for Rio to bite into them with the right clicks.
The AoE Shadow Strike too, it's just everything coming in. Look at the damage coming out from this Queen of Pain. 9,000, he got the Shadow Strike applied on everybody, Sonic Wave hits everybody, double Scream, double Fear. And now they do have level 25 on the Abaddon for that plus Aphotic Shield, 450.
And there's no Beastmaster. Can they hold without a man down? Jump forward, MP gets the Fear onto Tomato. Tomato forced back to the base. They're looking for the game. They're looking for tier 4s. MP.
Relocate bottom.
Oh, Tomato's been dragged into the kinetic field. They are looking for, they're looking for the base race. Jawar straight in onto the rags here. They've got MSS with that bonus as well, pummeling in. They're trying for the base race. Immortals though, they have to get back. VGJ Storm, they're onto the edges. Where are they now? They've got to get in. Febby's there looking for MSS. He has the snowball across, but Jawar standing his ground, looking to finish this one off. Pops the BKB. He's going to be able to do this. Jawar, the glyph, it's back up. Jawar, can they stop him? The Fear, MP pushes it back. Jawar wants this agent. Can he do it? It's the punch. Jawar has done it.
Oh my God,
we're going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen, and Jawar and MSS go for the base race, and they will succeed. 1-1 between VGJ Storm and